I was told about calm waters when my daughter passed away. She was 29 years old and she'd had a brain aneurysm, very healthy, so it was an unexpected death. The death of my daughter was the hardest thing I've ever felt in my life. It left such a void for me. She was 29 years old and vibrant and healthy and happy, and for her to be there one day and gone the next left such a void in my life that will never be filled. It'll never be the same. My life will never be the same without my daughter. Not a minute goes by that I don't miss her or I'm thinking about her. And the events for her children, it's heartbreaking to go through big steps in their lives knowing that she's not there to enjoy it.
My first introduction to calm waters was actually coming here as a child. I was probably 11 or 12. My mom and stepdad were getting a divorce and we all came here as a family. And I just remember being really nervous, just like, what is this? What is this that we're going to?
I lost a son, and I have a grandson that has been in my life all of his life. And he lost his grandparents and his dad within 3 months of each other. And I felt like he needed to go someplace where he could talk about the grief that he was going through.
My thoughts when I was gonna come here, I felt like, oh, what's gonna happen, and am I gonna cry and stuff?
They talked about what Calm Waters was, what we were here for, and I was like, wow, there are other kids going through this exact same thing. And it was a relief, you know, to know that I wasn't the only one that had to deal with something like this.
It gives us a place to go where we can meet people who are faced with some of the same situations that we are. We can grieve normally, where the average person doesn't think that it's normal. We can talk about our loved ones, and I like reaching out to others, and it also gives me that opportunity to reach out to the other people that I meet here.
Coming into the group made all the difference in the world for us. There was no other place that we were surrounded by people who had shared the experiences and knew exactly what we were going through.
They're really nice and they share and they help other people when they really need help.
Everyone in the room sharing about their life, and you don't have to hold things in and I'm gonna be ashamed. I mean, and people are gonna laugh at what I say. They don't do that. They listen to what you have to say. They respect it.
I mean, everyone has feelings, but it's hard for a child to say how they're feeling, and it's hard for them to deal with it. And so, I mean, reading stories and doing activities, it makes it more tangible, it makes it more understandable for them, and it makes it easier to deal with. It makes it something they can actually talk about. And then they talk about it in this group, and then they go home and they talk about it with their parents, and they talk about it with their brother and sister, they talk about it with their friends.
When I first came, I sat down and I was quiet, and then there were kids talking about what who passed away and all the things that happened in their life. And it made me think, there's people out there that have it worse than what I have. And it was healing. What made you think of something like this?
Calm Waters, I have a philosophy. that until every child achieves all he or she can be, we have not succeeded as a society. And this is one of the ways that we can help children participate and move on in their lives to become successful citizens.
Without Calm Waters, we would not be where we are today.
We're all hurting, and we're there for each other.
We wouldn't have known how to go through any of the steps that we've been through. We wouldn't have had the people to talk to that we had here.
And Calm Waters has been a lifesaver for us. It has been a lifesaver for my grandson.
Your family and your heart is torn apart. And when you come here and you let God into your life and you do all these things to help you, you can seal it back together.
Going through junior high, going through high school, having so much anger and not knowing how to deal with it in a right way.
While we have family and friends that love us very dearly, they couldn't help us through this experience. Only the experience through Calm Waters, the volunteers that have experienced similar losses in their life.
Life without Calm Waters would have been a life of having feelings and not knowing how to deal with them.
I don't know where we would be without Calm Waters, but I don't even want to think about it.